Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing some Maiev. This is a hero request from Mr. Hondel off of YouTube. Thank you to him. Sorry if I butchered your name. But he requested I play Maiev, and he says that she is really hard. I do agree with him. I do agree that Maiev is very hard to play, but I also believe I believe it's a hard learning curve, and once you get past that learning curve, she's not that hard to play. She is quite situational. She's a melee assassin, and she plays very much like a melee assassin, where I think of her as like a Zeratul, who, instead of singling out one target, does AoE damage. So she's really good at bursting down low health targets, and she's quite useless against tanky targets. But she's very strong at getting the enemies grouped to maybe help empower your mage to get the damage that she needs. So we're going to jump to the game, show you how she's done, how she's played, talk about a little bit of build path, and have some fun. So we'll see you in the game. Alright, and we find ourselves on the Dragon Shire today. I'm going to go ahead and explain Maiev's W ability right now, and then I'll be able to talk about our talents. So her W ability, it's an auto-activatable ability. So you click it, it doesn't matter. So it resets your auto, is what I should be saying. So you click it, and your next auto attack is empowered, making all these enemies that get hit by this next auto in this giant cleave you see around Maiev will take damage and then be pulled towards Maiev. If you were able to hit multiple enemies, you can stack up a level 1 talent if you think you'll be able to hit them. I don't know if I'll be able to against this enemy team, so you could go for Spirit Pursuit of Vengeance, but I'm kind of willing to try it. So we're going to go for Bonds of Justice at level 1. We got to hit multiple enemy heroes with our W in order to get value out of this talent. Maiev plays very opportunistically, so we are looking for the perfect opportunity to go in on an enemy, just like such, and pull them in to our friendly team. So we're able to kill them. A lot of the enemies are missing right now, which is confusing to me. I'm not going to be able to get any stacks if no enemies come. There, I use a full combo, okay? My Q, I'll explain that now. It's this ability called Fan of Knives. I can use it again really quick there. If you want to know why, it's because... Oh, it's beautiful. Because I hit more than one opponent with it. If you're able to hit more than one opponent, enemy hero I should say, with your Fan of Knives, the cooldown is reset. Making it super duper useful for... Oh, it's massive. I love it. For spamming out damage just like this. Free damage on those enemies. It's not a lot of damage, but it stacks up. And that's Maiev's real... Oh, pull him in. Unfortunately, I missed a little bit there with my Q. But that's Maiev's real big... What's the word I'm looking for? Thing. One of her biggest things is if she can land her combo or her Q. She can't land them, she's going to struggle to get the damage output that the other melee assassins could be providing. Oh wow, we got the first dragon already. That was rather quick. Gonna go ahead and soak up for the friendly team a tad. Just make sure that they're not all alone. Get my regen globe. Maiev doesn't typically have a mana problem, but she can sometimes. I think I beat this kid with her missing her abilities. Nice. You can see there, I autoed the wall. We're gonna go for pin down this game. I autoed the wall, which allowed me to... Oh boy. It allowed me to hit multiple targets with my ability by autoing the wall. So I was able to actually get a stack off of my level 1 talent just from having good management. Enemy team is completely ignoring the dragon that ended up leaving in the bottom lane there. Good first objective, I say. I would love to go in and get another few stacks here. So right there, I autoed a minion instead of the Gul'dan, which empowered me to get another stack. Gonna go ahead and just press B quickly here, get full mana, reset for the next objective, and talk about my next talent. So we went for pin down here at level What level is this? 4? Yeah, level 4, which is a really strong ability. But there are other picks here that you can go. This is just the one I went in this game. So if you're able to hit 3 heroes with your Q, you'll gain a stack. The first stack increases the damage of your Q by 35%. That's a huge amount. The next stack, or next stacks, will increase it by 5% to a maximum of 50% bonus. If you are able to hit 4 heroes with one of your Qs, you instantly get all of the rewards. Ooh. I'll take it. Oh, I missed my auto there too. Pull her in. Trying to hold my Q to get good resets on the enemies there. There's a nice pickup. And we'll continue, I guess, soaking. Because scaling is a big part of the game for Maiev. Massive. Watch this. We can bait out his ult here with our trait. It's called Vault of Warden. What this ability does... really wanted to go in on that Nazeba, but I didn't have my cooldown up. What this ability does is you jump in the air, becoming immune to all hostile effects for the next 3/4 of a second. So it's just hostile effects, though. So you can still get healed by, like, Lucio, Aura, and things of that sort. But you can't take damage from enemies or be slowed by enemies and things like that. Very strong ability. Wasn't able to get the resets I needed. And you can see that ability was able to keep me alive there. Unfortunately, that enemy, Karazim, looked like he disconnected or something. Oh, I'd love to go in, but I think just capturing this is fine. Oh, she's going to get the kill either way. My goodness. We're owning this. We're owning it. We do have a much better draft, in my opinion, than the other team. We got, I mean, Blaze and Stitches in a quick match game. Can't ask for anything better than that. But Maiev is overall a combo hero, in my opinion. There we go. She's overall a combo hero because her abilities line up perfectly. Her Q is, as I mentioned before, a very good spammable ability. That one matters not as much. Everything else, however, is on a 13-second cooldown. So you can be timing it around those cooldowns. Vault of Warden is the biggest one, though, because that's your survivability. So your E is your engage. We're going to pick up our ult here, like such. We're going to go ahead and use it, maybe hit a couple targets. Looks like only 2. And we're still getting no value out of our level 1 talent. Well, I think we got 1 there. That was pretty good. Can I get it? Ah! Keep me alive, healer. I trust you. Oh, my goodness. Well done by the friendly team. Go ahead and back quickly. Yeah, so we got 1 triple stack, so our Q's damage is significantly increased now. And we picked up, at level 7, Bonds of Corruption, one of the better talents on Maiev. What this does is when enemies are pulled by your W, their armor is reduced as well as their movement speed. So it allows you to chase them down and combo them very easily. Very, very useful there. Maiev's wave clear is one of her weaknesses. She has just decent wave clear until you're able to stack up your level 1 talent, which I still just need 1 more multi-hero hit to get that stacked up. Our ultimate ability that we went at level 10, both are good. My personal favorite is the one that I went here, and that is Warden's Cage. Warden's Cage, in my opinion, is as good as a Mosh Pit, or maybe just 1 tier lower than it. It allows you to group the enemies up so easily. I'm going in here. I hope the friendly team knows that. Okay, I should have backed out. I don't know if I get out of here. Whole friendly team's here, but that's a lot of abilities by the enemies. Use our E to jump away. Enemies using a lot of abilities. We were able to kill the Tyrael, though. I do think that'll be it, unless I get another heal. Maybe I'll be able to hit this girl. Pull her back a little bit, deal some damage. Tracer might be able to finish her off. She's very low on HP. Oh, at least they wasted an ultimate ability there. So I'll take it. And I'm resetting for this objective. Level 13, couple options you can go. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. There is a lot of build variation with Maiev that I will explain at the end of this video. So stick around, watch the end if you want to see it. In this video, though, or in this game, we're going to go for Armor of Shadow, or Shadow Armor, rather, which is the easiest one to use. Other ones are good and can be stronger, but it's the easiest one to go. Oh, I want to go in here. Yep, we're going in. Another triple hit somewhere in there. Only one. I was hoping to get more than that. But really good damage. That'll force the enemy team to back out, and Blaze will be able to capture the objective from us using that ability. So no kills, but we got our quest up a little bit more. I love this. Yeah. All right. Hopefully we don't die here, trying to manage our health as good as possible. With the objective up, I'm actually going to tap here. That's a good time to use your ability. And hopefully look for more combo kills here. Once again, playing around our abilities. Owie, kablowie. I lose to him now. Oh, we dodged it barely. Why am I going in? Back, ThingWub, back. Okay. Really good job by the friendly team here. This Tracer has been on top of these enemies. Really, really well done. Blaze has done a fantastic job of soloing for us. So don't take this game and think that Maiev is super busted. Maiev is strong. She is very strong, especially whenever played into the correct compositions and with the correct team comp supporting her. If you are in a 5 assassin cluster match, Maiev still does well, but not amazing. You see, even in this game, I'm doing very well, but my team is doing just as good as I am. Really wanted to take that E there. Just looking for any resets that we can get. We are going to be able to go in here, hit a couple enemies, not a bunch. I guess it was 3. That's pretty good. Dodge a little bit of damage, and we need to be playing for our cooldowns because we didn't pick cooldown reduction at level 1. There's a level 1 talent that gives you a buttload of cooldown reduction, and it's very strong, but we unfortunately did not go it in this game. There's a decent ult that I missed my ability on. Unfortunate. And they're all going to walk out at 1 HP. Nice hook by Stitches. I guess a double kill. We'll take that all day long. So now that we have our Umbral Crescent stacked up, the damage we can deal is significantly increased. Especially just with our stock base abilities. How did she lose armor there? Does Tracer... Oh, Tracer W. That's how. Peeling for our ally there. And we might even be able to pick up the kill. Barely. Our autos do hit for a decent job. They don't do an insane amount. But enough to scare off enemies. And as you can see there, secure a couple kills. I really hope our ally can get out here. I'm just now realizing no one has died for the friendly team yet. Which is kind of crazy. I guess I can talk about my abilities, though. I picked up Cruel Chain at level 16. This is one of my favorite abilities for Maiev. Bonds of Corruption and Cruel Chain are, in my opinion, must-picks every game. What it does is it allows you to... I'll go soak mid. It allows you to gain 25% movement speed whenever you use your W, which means enemies can no longer just run close to you and outrun the range of your ability, of your W. Additionally, for each enemy tethered, all damage is increased. Is that what it is? Oh, this is pretty good. Only one reset there. Gonna go ahead and use our trait to dodge any damage, pick up a globe, as well as another kill here. There we go. Oh, rest in peace, Tracer. Jump the damage. Oh, we lost 2. Tyrande died 2. This is horrendous news. We can go start cap on a dragon, though, which will be fun. Alright, was it all damage? Emerald Pool's damage is increased to all targets by 30%, up to 150%. So if you hit, what is it, like 5 targets? Yeah, if you hit all 5 heroes with your W, the damage is increased by 150%. That number is massive. It's huge. So a very fun talent there that helps in my opinion. Look at that burst damage. Look at it. So strong. Granted, Blaze helped out a little bit, but that was mainly all of our burst. And now, I would love to go in, but I gotta wait for cooldowns. See how we're being nice and patient? Conserving our hit points as best as possible. There we go. Good job by the friendly team timing that. We still have not completed our level 4 quest, but still very strong stack-wise with it. See if I can't kill this guy. He's gonna go zoom, but he can't go zooming forever. Oh, sweet. That last auto barely hit him. Run away. Okay. Friendly team doing a good job in mid lane. If I had my abilities up, this Nazeebo would be dead. But I can show you our wave clear is very strong now that we have our level 1 talent stacked up. We're dealing 360 bonus damage per Emerald Bind auto attack. That's a lot of damage. Friendly team looks like they might just want to end here. Yeah, you can see we're wrecking these minion waves. Oh, I didn't think about that. Level 20. I always go Shadow Orb Strike. Not to say that it's the best. But it's definitely my favorite pick at that tier. Oh, he still heals off of me. One more jump. Do I live? Oh, what killed me? Was it a whirlwind? I thought her whirlwinding was over. Oh well. Able to get nearly a full team wipe on the enemy team. Got all their buildings destroyed. We've yet to lose anything, really. So game's going very well. But Shadow Strike, what it does is it will... it's an activatable ability that you put on an enemy that for the next 4 seconds, they will be slowed and have 20% less armor. It additionally deals a little bit of damage. I didn't even know that it dealt a little bit of damage. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just like an auto attack worth. But yeah. That was Maiev. You can see our damage very well that game. Our soak very well. And our wave clear, not the best. It was good in this game, but it's not the best until you're able to get that tier 1 talent stacked up. That Bonds of Justice. I'm going to go ahead, show the build that I played in this game, and then also show you the build variation that you can do. So if you want to play along at home, try to be a better Maiev, you can. Like I said in the beginning, Maiev is a hero that has a very sharp and hard learning curve, but once you get that down, it goes very well. So, level 1, I went for Bonds of Justice. Level 4, Pin Down. 7, Bonds of Corruption. Warden's Cage at 10. Shadow Armor at 13. Cruel Chain at 16. And Shadow Orb, Shadow Strike at 20. This build is pretty typical for what I go. I sometimes will swap out the 13, but I'll go ahead and show you what you can do with Maiev. Level 1. Bonds of Justice is what you pick if you think you can stack it. Your damage will significantly be weaker if you don't go this talent, and you'll really feel it. But if you can't stack it, it's going to be useless anyway, and you'll be much better off going for Pursuit of Vengeance. What this does is, by using your E and your W, you're resetting those cooldowns by hitting enemies with it. So if you hit enemies with your E, it resets the cooldown of your... reduces the cooldown of your W, and if you hit enemies with your W, it reduces the cooldown of your E. So you're able to kind of spam out those abilities a lot more, and you become less of a combo hero and more of a in-their-face hero. This talent is very good. I go this talent all the time. Level 4, Pin Down is what I went because I felt I could stack it. If you don't think you can stack it, once again, you don't pick it. Additionally, if you are behind, if it is the early game, you hit level 4 and enemy team's already level 5, level 6, you can go Sudden Vengeance for the percent damage. I like this talent a lot, but it kind of falls off in the later game compared to Pin Down. So that's the fluctuation you can go at level 7, or at level 4. At level 7, however, every single game, go Bonds of Corruption. Like I said, I love this talent. The slow and the armor reduction doesn't just empower you, it now empowers your allies. And if you've ever played with a Maiev as like a Li Ming or any mage hero, Kel'Thas, all these mages are so good with Maiev. So increasing the damage enemies take is way better in my opinion than any of these other choices. Level 10, I almost always go Warden's Cage, but it's like 80% of the time I go Warden's Cage, 20% of the time I go Containment Disc, and the big appeal to Containment Disc is the low cooldown. It's not an incredibly strong ability, um, but it can help be used as like a gorge to take or a cocoon to take an enemy out of the fight. It helps stop mosh pits, or holy word salvations, things of that sort. So it's definitely a very strong ability, and on such a short cooldown, it's always good. I typically go this if I need more survivability, where I'm going in, I'm chaining, like tethering two opponents, pulling them in, getting a couple resets, and then picking one of them that I want to kill, and the other one gets put in the containment disc. So I kill the one, and then when the other one comes out of the disc, if I have the HP, I kill that one too, or I have time to run. So that's definitely a very strong ultimate ability as well. Level 13, Chain Gang or Shadow Armor are your picks here. I don't think Bladed Armor is very good at all compared to these other two choices. Chain Gang is honestly, if I could do it again, I would have gone that in the game that we just played. What it is if you tether two enemy heroes, you gain 35 armor for 4 seconds. That's a lot of armor for a long time. Compared to Shadow Armor, which is only 20 armor for 3.5 seconds. The appeal to this, though, is you get it easily, and you can have it up often with the fact that it refreshes every time you auto-attack an enemy hero. Then at level 16, I mentioned before, Cruel Chain. I always go it. It's fantastic ability. The other ones seem really good. I don't think they're as good as Cruel Chain, though. Vengeful Knife, you think it's good against tanky heroes, but you shouldn't be drafting Maiev into tanky heroes anyway. And then at 20, I always go Shadow Strike. You can make a case for Vengeance, especially if you go Pursuit of Vengeance at level 1. But Shadow or Vengeance, I could see the case for it. I just never really go it. So yeah, that's Maiev, as good as I can explain her in a 20-minute video. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I hope you learned a little bit about it. Once again, thank you to Mr. Hondel for requesting this hero to me. It was a lot of fun to play and a lot of fun to do your request. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.